Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Occult Think Tank. My name is Greg. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I haven't been making videos for the past month and the subject of climate change and can it be solved. First things first. The reason I haven't been making videos is I had come down with, I presume it's pink eye. It was basically a matter of I was having issues seeing. My left eye was just about closed for a while and puffy, and there was no way I was going to be able to make a video or do much of anything as far as reading anything as long as I was having that issue. That is mostly cleared up. So I will be getting back to making videos. But there was one thing that I had come across, and I am a Star Trek nut, so it kind of got my attention with a correlation that I made when I saw this Greta Thunberg bullshit. And I'm going to start this off with that.
There is no planet B. There is no planet blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. This is not about some expensive, politically correct green act of bunny hugging or blah, blah, blah. Build back better, blah, blah, blah. Green economy, blah, blah, blah.
That you've probably seen, but what it made me think of was something from Star Trek that really, this is what I think of when I see and hear that stupid shit from her. That is this type of stupid shit. Because the issue that these climate change people talk about is carbon emissions. They do not tell you the percentages of carbon emissions per country. Who produces the most? Other is the most, but right below that is China. And the U.S. is coming in third at 14.3%. The thing with the carbon emissions that you're not told is they say the issue is CO2. CO2 is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is what we exhale. The burning of fossil fuels produces carbon monoxide, CO. So if the issue with climate change is CO2, the issue that they have is they want us to not be breathing. Because the main source of CO2 is human exhalation or human respiration. But the thing is, plants take in CO2 and give off oxygen, which we breathe in. So it's a symbiotic relationship that we have with plants. We have to have plants on this planet in order to produce the oxygen, and we, in return, produce the carbon dioxide that the plants take in to produce oxygen. The thing is, the burning of fossil fuels is carbon monoxide, CO. This is what I call a scam, because they make a big deal out of CO2, but they do not talk about CO, yet they'll mention with this climate change and so forth the burning of fossil fuels and trying to act as if there has to be this extra tax on gas and so forth. But that's CO, not CO2. This is a big reason why I don't buy it. But there is a solution for this that they don't want to tell you. One thing that you have probably seen is this graph that tries to act like, and you notice on it, this says, for millennia, atmospheric carbon dioxide has never been above this line. Again, carbon dioxide is human respiration, and it is also what plants take in. Carbon monoxide is fossil fuels. But here is the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that they're wanting to hand-wring about and act as if it is such a massive catastrophe that it's never been above this level and this hockey stick bullshit. We're at 0.4% of the atmosphere. Most of our atmosphere is nitrogen at 78%. Then there's oxygen. So what we're breathing is really more nitrogen, a nitrogen-oxygen combination. But there's also the 0.04% is what we're exhaling. The thing is, there are other gases, mostly argon, in the 0.96%. The thing is, carbon dioxide is only a problem in extremely high amounts, like that of Venus. But we're nowhere near that level. In fact, I can even show you. Here is this. Carbon dioxide, CO2. Earth, 0.03%. So it might have gone up 0.1%. Look at Venus. 96.5%. Mars, 95%. Both of those, both Venus and Mars, that is a dangerously high level of carbon dioxide. However, once again, the burning of fossil fuels is carbon monoxide, CO. However, there is a solution, and it is one that might get the potheads all excited, but it shouldn't, because you can't get high on hemp. Hemp is a natural, renewable plant that replaces fossil fuels. It was made illegal in order to push fossil fuels, oil, big oil. Money is the reason hemp was made illegal. They knew back in the 70s that people couldn't get high on this. This is not new. What it comes down to is hemp was able to be used to make fuel. And in order to have big oil make buttloads of money on fossil fuels, hemp was criminalized. It's kind of like putting your cousin in jail for a crime you commit, or putting you in jail for a crime your cousin commits, because the cousin of hemp is marijuana. The thing is, there is also concrete holds in CO2, but you can make concrete out of hemp, hempcrete. It will absorb CO2 as well as be lasting hundreds of years and so forth. It is an incredible plant. There are medicines that can be used from hemp, oils. You see this about the CBD oil now. There's so many uses for hemp. And yes, hemp has been legalized and is able to be grown. Hemp in and of itself is a game changer when it comes to quote-unquote climate change. But I contend those behind this really know the shell game that they're playing. Because to try and act like the issue is fossil fuels, then the problem is not carbon dioxide. That does not come. Carbon dioxide, CO2, is not produced from your car, or planes, or trains, or fossil fuels of any nature. The burning of fossil fuels creates carbon monoxide, CO. This is the shell game that they're doing, and they're counting on people not being smart enough to know the difference between carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Just because both begin with carbon does not mean it's the same thing or comes from the same thing. I had said back with the secondhand smoke idiots that I'd be willing to be in a garage enclosed with 1,000,000 smokers if just one secondhand smoke idiot would be in a garage enclosed with a car running. See who drops first. The thing is, even though cigarettes do produce a smoke that is problematic for us, carbon monoxide is far, far deadlier. Because the secondhand smoke, or the smoke from a cigarette, mixes with oxygen. It does not repel oxygen and seek out the non-smoker. That's just horse shit. However, the issue is carbon monoxide. And it is the same with the aspect of pollution and so forth in big cities. The pollution comes from, and I would suspect it is more carbon monoxide, because that's what creates the smog and so forth that you see in big cities. But this is a shell game of carbon monoxide versus carbon dioxide. This is something that, no matter where you fall on it, the solution and the answer is hemp. The legalization of hemp and having hemp crops and so forth, it's a game changer as far as climate change. But the hand wringers and so forth like the Greta Thunberg and so forth, they're not interested in what will make this planet better or what will improve things. They're interested in their political bullshit. They're interested in control. It's not about the planet, because I'll wrap it up with this, and I'm not going to play it because it's one, if you want to see it, I'd say look for George Carlin, The Planet is Fine. George Carlin did a great bit on this back in the 90s, where he had said, the planet is fine. The people are fucked. The issue isn't the planet. The planet has been here and been through a lot worse than us. And it will continue to be here long after we're gone. The planet doesn't care. The planet isn't worried about fossil fuels, which is carbon monoxide, once again. And carbon dioxide causes plants to thrive. This is, if you want to talk science, if you want to talk what really matters, the battle is really carbon dioxide versus carbon monoxide. But regardless, the solution is hemp. The answer is hemp. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Talk to you later, people.